What's up, guys, and welcome to Crypto Made Clear. Today I'm going through Sundaeswap and how to use it. This won't be the longest of videos because it's fairly straightforward, guys, but I want to make sure everyone can use it. So, before I get into that, I update the spreadsheet. These are the first 26 coins that I spoke about on my other channel, Crypto with James. If you had invested $100, just 100 into each coin, when I release videos about them and you're still holding that crypto, you'd be in profit for over 26 grand. They're not the coins I own anymore. If you want to see the coins that I own, you can come check out Copy My Crypto. It's where I share every coin I buy, every coin I sell. Right now, we're heading towards a bear cycle. This is a phenomenal opportunity because crypto is going to be at massive discounts. And we're going to find cryptos that are hugely undervalued that have the potential to 20x, 40x, 50x, 100x. I did a video about like a whole Udemy course about Phantom in 2020 saying it would be one of the best investments of the year. Even after massive market crashes, Phantom's still up 155 times from when I found it. A grand would have made you enough to buy a house. So when I think the coins that I'm really excited about long term have dropped enough in value, and I think they can do those gains, I'm going to be sharing them with the members. So if you want to learn what they are and get in early, click the link in the description and check it out. All right, Sundaeswap. So Sundaeswap is a DEX on Cardano, decentralized exchange on Cardano. When you click Connect Wallet, you will see there are 5 different wallets that you can utilize. Now, Nami is the one I would recommend. And if you type in Nami Wallet, not Nami. If you just type in Nami, you get some anime character on Google. If you type in Nami Wallet, you'll get the right thing. And you can click on the site, or to be fair, you can also just go onto Google Chrome extensions, and all you have to do is click on Chrome and install it. You're installing it in identical fashions to how you've ever installed MetaMask. Works exactly the same. Okay, so I will connect my wallet now. So now when I check out the site, what we will see, and this is just a makeshift wallet, so there's nothing in it. So now you can actually start having a look around and playing around with it. So in terms of swap functionality, all you need to do, Cardano, and you can pick any other crypto that is basically built upon Cardano. Now, you've got to bear in mind that any swap that occurs on here is based upon Cardano. So fees are in Cardano now. The beauty of Cardano, fees are pretty goddamn low. And it's as simple as it gets. They are in beta mainnet right now, but it's already a pretty good DEX, and they're going to be better opportunities as this goes full throttle and they start sorting things out. You know, they've had a bit of teething problems, let's call it, over this during the beginning. You know, Sundaeswap themselves got into effectively an argument with another crypto that was built upon Cardano, which all was very, very public, and as a result, even Charles Hoskinson had to step in and be like, "Guys, sort your shit out," which is never good. You don't want the boss having to say that to you. And right now, you know, there are pools where you can add liquidity to, and you'll earn decent interest. So as an example, if you provide liquidity for Sunday and ADA, that will give you about 63% APR. Now, one thing I always warn with yield farming, this is yield farming, but when you're providing liquidity, you do need to understand there is a risk of something called impermanent loss. They actually point out, learn more here. And it's really important that you guys understand this, because the risks are prevalent, right? There are certainly risks. So there is a few things. So volatility of token prices and any resulting impermanent loss. Impermanent loss is legitimately probably the biggest risk. There are risks of rug pulls and stuff, but if you're providing liquidity for solid projects, there's no, you're not going to have the risk of a rug pull, or you shouldn't. Impermanent loss, however, is when the underlying cryptos that you are supplying liquidity for fluctuate in price, because when they do, regardless of if they go up or down, you are going to end up potentially receiving less tokens. As much as you can go, like, if they go up in value and you're like, fantastic, when you actually withdraw them, you will receive less back. Effectively, what you will receive is the capital, the dollar value, effectively, that you put in. Not quite, you'll receive more, but if you had just held the tokens themselves, there's no risk of impermanent loss. Providing liquidity is a very risky thing. It's not something I generally recommend. I think unless you're providing liquidity for 2 stable coins, that's pretty good. But otherwise, I tend to say avoid it because, there's a risk there. But right now, in terms of Sundaeswap, there's not a ton that can be done currently because it is still in beta mode, So Sundaeswap, now you can swap them around and you can do Sunday to ADA if you wanted. You don't have to just swap Cardano. But you do need to understand that Cardano fundamentally is the key thing here, because Cardano is the token that fuels this entire economy. So if you do not have enough Cardano in your wallet to process the transaction, you may have a problem. One thing I do really like about Sundaeswap, however, is that they update that if there's a queue. So if there's a backlog of orders on because of Cardano's blockchain is congested, then Sundaeswap will let you know. It's a really nice feature. It's not a feature that's currently prevalent in DEXs. Right now, they don't have any opportunity for yield farming via staking. I do expect that to come, and I think that will be with the Sundaeswap token itself. And when that happens, to be fair, that will be a nice add-on for this current DEX, because right now, obviously, it's still in beta mode. Beta mode tends to be where you don't, the test is effectively testing. Beta mainnet is, the last steps before it's fully integrated and everything's working smoothly. So, Sundaeswap right now have the intention of putting forward Sunday DAO, which is going to be a governance feature. I'm expecting that they will integrate staking very, very soon if they haven't discussed that already. But the community guidance is key there, so it's going to be smart contract controlled voting and governance. It's going to be the core step for creating an ownerless marketplace. That's something that they want to do. Implementation at launch of the DEX was unfortunately not possible due to Cardano's current transaction size parameters. Now, Cardano over time will obviously have their transaction size parameters will increase and it will get better. But right now, it's not the best. They are going to be integrating, like I said, staking down the line. That is an inevitability. But currently, we're waiting to see if there's anything more that's going to be done there. Sundaeswap itself has a decent amount of value locked in already. 75,000 Sunday are locked in, 10 million Cardano are locked in just to the main pool. We look at, 10 million Cardano is around $8 million worth. So, there's a good amount of money locked in that people are using this and it's set to improve. But right now, limited functionality, limited opportunity for earnings beyond providing liquidity. And like I said, with regards to liquidity, there are legitimate risks for this. Impermanent loss is a legitimate risk and people do need to be aware of this. It's not something that you should enter into lightly. And if you are planning on doing liquidity, adding liquidity, you do need to understand what impermanent loss is and how it works. That's vital. And yeah, in fact, I'll go through that now. So impermanent loss describes the temporary loss of funds occasionally experienced by liquidity providers because of volatility in trading pair. Also illustrates how much more money someone would have had if they had simply held onto their assets instead of providing liquidity. And it's something that you need to be aware of. So liquidity pools often they feature two assets, right? One might be a stablecoin like DAI, the other might be Ethereum. Let's imagine that the provider needs to offer equal levels of liquidity in both, which is the way it works. This creates an irresistible opportunity for arbitrage because the price of Ethereum in the liquidity pool now doesn't reflect what's going on in the real world. So to ensure the ratio of DAI to ETH remains balanced, other traders will buy ETH at a discounted rate until there's an equilibrium. After the arbitrage, liquidity providers may end up with a greater amount of DAI and less ETH. Impairment loss as shows that the current value of their assets against what they would be worth if they'd left sitting pretty on an exchange. The loss only becomes permanent if a provider decides to withdraw their liquidity for good. And at some point, fundamentally, you are going to withdraw your liquidity. So you will end up suffering a loss. And that's the risk. So do bear that in mind. My recommendation for people that are brand new to crypto generally is enter staking, don't provide liquidity, because people make impulsive decisions. Removing your liquidity can often result in, or does often result in impermanent loss, and people tend to do that fairly rapidly when they see prices dropping. So something to bear in mind. And that's it, really. That's it. Sundaeswap is going to be a very, very strong DEX. I do think that Cardano's DEXs will evolve and end up being really rather good, because Cardano itself is very, very good. They move very slowly. They're academics and they want to make sure everything's done properly, and I sort of respect that, but it does cause frustration in terms of the speed with which things develop. But I hope that provided some clarity. If there's anything you want me to cover, let me know in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so you know when new content is coming out. And guys, we're now entering a bear cycle, and if you're not sure what you're going to invest in long term, then you can see exactly what I'm saying on copymycrypto.com. It's where I'm at the moment sharing coins that I'm really excited about long term, when I think that they've dropped enough in value to potentially represent a 20x, a 40x, a 50x, a 100x, like I said with Phantom. Then I'll be letting people know straight away, and I'll be getting in on those investments too. So if you want to know what they are, click the link in the description and check it out, guys. Anyway, take it easy.